I actually majored in dance, and I mention that because I think sometimes we think that to be a writer, you have to have a certain background or career, but it's not true. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to start with a brief kind of background of who I am, my process as a writer. I'm a visual person, so I did a slideshow because it helps me out. So just brief background of who I am. I'm Cierra Rebekah Cotton. I was born in Baltimore, Maryland, accepted Christ at a very young age, probably about 4 or 5. I used to be that person that was evangelized on the playground, asking little kids, did they know who Jesus was? Embarrassed by my mother every day. I actually majored in dance, and I mention that because I think sometimes we think that to be a writer, you have to have a certain background or career, but it's not true. I went to school for dance, graduated from Ford University in New York City with a bachelor's in fine arts. I worked as a professionally trained dancer and taught dance all over New York and Connecticut, Maryland, Georgia, even Texas, where I live now. But I've been in full-time ministry since 2015. So I served as a church administrator, as director of a women's ministry. I'm on prayer team at my church now. I work with kids, just do a lot. But right now, my current full-time job is as director of student life for a faith-based nonprofit here in Dallas, Texas. So that's kind of like a short summary of like who I am and all that. My journey as a writer, I actually started blogging casually in 2012. That's when I rededicated my life to the Lord, and I really just wanted to encourage people. And as I kept writing, people kept saying, you should write a book, you should write a book, you should write a book. And I was like, I don't want to write a book. That's not me. That's not what I want to do. I want to dance. I don't want to, write. And so did that for a couple of years. And then 2014, I started writing short devotionals, and I would text them out to friends and stuff. And they're just really encouraged by them, and expanded my blog. And people kept saying, when are you going to write your book? When are you going to write your book? And I was like, I don't think God's calling me to write a book. So then, long story short, went through a very tumultuous season, 2016, where God kind of really rocked my beliefs in a good way and really showed me who he really truly was. And that led to just this idea. I remember one day just praying and him just really impressing upon my heart that it was time for me to start writing a book. So in 2017, I started writing my first book. And the reason why I can talk on this topic today is because I had probably the worst experience ever in trying to write a book. It took me so long, and I made so many mistakes because I didn't have any support. And so I started the book in 2017, January 2017. I finished it around maybe June of 2018 and started the editing process. But because I didn't have any accountability, because I really wasn't like completely focused on it, and work just got crazy, I actually did not finish the editing process for like a year and a half, and I didn't publish it until this year. So it took me 3 years to do a project that I know I could have done in a year, but hey, you live and you learn. So I just have a question for you guys. Where are you in the writing process? You could put it in the chat.